Welcome back to Otis Frampton Live. Gonna jump into Procreate today, throw some colors on this stuff that I inked yesterday. But I got the file all prepped up, so that's good. Let me just do a couple things here and we'll get started. Alright, so like I said, got this all prepped and ready to go. Gonna get the colors done on these 4 panels at least over the next hour or so. Alright, first things first, let's get these, actually, here's the first thing. So I cut out the characters from the background already, got that done. And I actually re-inked parts of their faces with my digital tool. I do that often just because I like the faces to be what I want them to look like as opposed to what my terrible traditionally inking skills ends up making them look like. So let's get some reference colors for these guys. Got those set up too. We'll start here. Actually, let me just cut these guys up. How's everyone doing today? What is it? Is it Thursday? Is that what day it is? Thursday? I think so, yeah. Well, this week has been a blur. I don't know why. It's been one of those weeks, just a blur. I am watching the chat. Hi, UFO South. And on Instagram, I am watching the chat here, so that is not the color I wanted. If, let's get on the right layer too. Boy, starting off really good today, huh, guys? Let's rename this. Sometimes I think I should, like, lean into the sort of dunderhead persona that I feel like that's all I convey on my show is, oh, look at the dunderhead, look at the guy who's just kind of faking it. I don't know if that's how it comes off, but that's how I feel while I'm here. I was talking yesterday about how I wanted to do different types of theme streams after I finish up work on all these commissions I've been trying to get off my calendar. Because once I do that, I won't be taking commissions for a while because I'll be working primarily on comic stuff moving forward, and kind of want the streams to maybe a couple days a week I'll do comic stuff, just to, have something to work on it. But maybe 2 or 3 days a week, I was hoping to, let's close that up, to do something different and fun. Not that comics aren't fun, they are. But, something that to keep my skills alive, because sometimes I'm repeating myself from yesterday, I know. Sometimes working on comics makes the other skills kind of go away because you're focused on so many different things at so many times, especially if you're a one-man band like me. I can already feel that in the next year or so, my coloring skills are probably gonna take a hit because I'm passing off the coloring duties on my Patrol Girl of Oz comic to somebody else, starting with issue 3. I already have, actually. She's already worked on pages. Doing great, as always. Tracy Bailey, my colorist I worked with, sometimes oddly normal when I needed some help. She jumped in and did her best to make it look like it was consistent with my style. Although I remember one scene in particular that I was like, gosh, I wish I could do that, because she just so improved on what I had in mind. And that's awesome. I love that. It's always nice when you can be outmatched when it counts. Gonna get to use my brand new brick brush that I created when I was working on other pages in this series of pages. Should have done it a long time ago, just because I tend to use it or have a need for it every once in a while. Just, you know, the regular brick shape, but something that looks like my own work, and then I can modify it. So I recently created a brick brush. You'll get to see that soon. If anybody's in the chat, I'm watching it. I'm watching Instagram, watching YouTube, watching Rumble. Feel free to chat with me, so I don't have to sit here and mumble to myself. But I will if I have to. One of the reasons that I give a digitally colored version of my commissions with every commission that I do is because I feel like it's my chance to make it look the way that I really want to, because I'm not much of a traditional artist, so getting to give a digital version is like a chance to sort of redeem myself. And a lot of times, like today, I'll re-ink certain things, especially faces, to make them look more like the way I would have if I'd inked it digitally. I left their bodies pretty much alone, actually completely alone. I didn't re-ink any of the bodies, just the faces on this one, because those looked fine to me, good enough, I should say. But I wanted to touch up the faces a bit. So I know I talked about this yesterday, but I'll repeat myself for those who might not have been here. When I was talking about doing different types of shows, different types of streams once I get the commissions done, I was thinking of doing like maybe a collaboration stream with another artist where you both draw the same thing, you know, see it done in different styles. I also have this idea for like just a free-form drawing where I come on and I like choose from a set of options and draw like a monster or creature or character based on whatever random options I choose. You know, there's ways to do that. I played around with AI prompts for characters too. That's fun too. Did a couple today that were really that seemed to work pretty well for what I want them to do. So I might try that too. But I'll still do comic stuff. I'll still show my comic work and do the making and talking comics shows. So those are fun for me. Alright, let's get rid of that and bring up the kernel's reference. also have a few sketches that I wanted to work on inking and coloring on the show in October. That are new entries in my Halloweenies series, which I haven't done much of lately, but I have some sketches that I'd like to finish up. Might do that this coming month. One of them is for the movie Jaws, which has its next year is the 40th, 50th, 40th. No, 50th. I'm sorry. 50th anniversary is next year of the movie Jaws. I don't know why I was blanking on that. I also have this Jaws piece that I'm probably going to create a print for next year for shows. It's a piece I did as a commission many years ago, but I always liked it, and I found it in my folder recently, and I'm like, God, if I could just tweak some things on it and repaint some things and make it different. I'd love to use that as a print. So I'm basically doing a do-over on it, but there's so much about it that I was like, God, I'm still kind of proud of that. Not the biggest Jaws fan, but I found that piece in my folders recently, and it kind of spurred me to go back and look at some things, some commissions and things that I've done. It might be fun to reassess or take a second stab at, just to see how I do it today. Tommy Lee Jones and his hangdog eyes. Fun to draw. This is one of the few times I have to actually do flats, is when I'm doing a show like this. And my wife is not around. She does my flats for me usually. She's the best flatter in the world. When I discovered that she actually likes doing that, it was nice, because I used to pay people to flat things for me. If you're a comic creator out there and you can afford to pay a few bucks to like an intern or something to flat your work for you, I highly recommend it. The flatting process is like a momentum killer, and cruising on the pencils, the inks, get everything ready, and then all of a sudden you gotta do the drudgery of filling in the stupid areas of color, and it just kills your creative momentum. So long ago I started using flatters to remove that part of the process, because it's just like a roadblock on the creative pathway. Maybe not everybody feels this way, but for me it's just a momentum killer. Like right now, wouldn't you rather watch me do something, sort of consequential? I should have pre-flatted this. Whoa, let's try that again. But I knew if I didn't, I'd be able to do this and fill the hour. So you get to benefit from my laziness. Almost done anyway. My favorite part of the process is when you finally start to get all the flats in place and you got your major colors set, and you start to do the shading and lighting, and that's when anything I've drawn feels like it's coming to life to me. Start to see the form, shape, and if you're doing a piece with an environment and background and interesting lighting, it's fun to see that play on the characters a bit, change the mood of the piece. I'm gonna do that too. Oh, missed one. I knew I missed a button. I think I need to figure out a way to make my live streams a little more interactive, because I feel like you guys don't want to talk. Almost there. Almost there. Just gotta get these little details down. And what's this color? Okay. So close. Okay, oh, do I have the... No. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here. I should be talking to everybody. I'm missing a color I gotta go back for, I think. And by back, I mean to another page. Let's find the flats. Where are you, flats? Just gonna snag that. There we go. I knew that color was wrong. I'm like, that's way too dark. And I was right. All right, approaching the finish line, aren't we? So close. Get to the fun part. All right, flats accomplished. Oh, well, I missed one thing. I missed the Colonel's gray in his temples. Let's just throw this in there real quick. That's better. Like, why does he look wrong? There we go. Now it looks right. Okay, now we can get down to it. Let's throw that back there. I'm going to turn on the color adjustments I already have going on. Turn off the noise though. Okay. Now it's time to get down to it. Let's start lighting these guys. Let's start. Said I love this part because you can finally start to see the forms of the characters. This is where usually the jumping around usually begins for me. Move around. No rhyme or reason as to where I'm working. I just do it sort of on instinct. Okay. I'm going to rename this. It's confusing me. Always keep your layers organized. Very important. Once you get the lighting in there, it looks much more like Tommy Lee Jones. My sort of cartoon version of him. Oops. I gotta fix that. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy all. Paste that in there. Actually, no, I'm just going to get this part. Put this up here. Now I have an easy reference for shading when I'm going to shade these other colors and they're off screen. So I can have them match. There's other ways of doing that, but this is the quick and dirty way. I mean, you can actually have a reference here, but I like that I can. It's easier to sometimes it's easier to deal with in that floating window just to do something like this. I have to use the reference though. All right, let's start by doing this. And here I'm just trying to match the lighting. Oops, let me select this. Of course, he's turned a little bit, so the lighting's going to be slightly different, just a little bit. That head tilt. I realize I didn't finish. I'll put it there. There. notice I didn't do the chair. Uh-oh. Gotta get back to that. this off. I think that's it for the first round. Let's throw that in here. Oh. Chair gave way. All right, let's head Add a few secondary areas of shade. Let's get a bit smaller brush size first. Okay. So I'm going to turn on the background lines real quick. Reduce this. Let's get an area sectioned off. Let's see, do I have the right reference for this? Yes, I do. Okay. So just want to establish the area behind him is a little different. I'm going to reduce this even more. Now let's use my fancy schmancy newly created, where is it? There it is, Otis bricks. Ooh, whoa, look at that. They're like almost the exact same size. That's crazy. Oh, that's probably because I use these to do the sketch. Boy, I'm smart. All right. Let's get him in here. Let's get him plugged in. Okay. Let's duplicate that. Let's flip it vertically. Put it right. There. Okay, now duplicate that. Let's turn on magnetics here. Turn that off. Okay, I can merge those now. Throw these old lines way down here into the layout folder so I don't never use them again. Let's rename this bricks. I think I have I should have started a swatch for my work on this. I'm gonna go grab the color from a different one. Let's grab it here. Need to start doing that. Let's go. Let's go right in here. Oh no, I meant this. Create a new palette. Let's call it Cap. There, just throw that brick color right there. Just have it there when I need it next time. All right. Some lock pixels on that. All done there. Come on. All right. Just giving these straight lines a little less straightness. There we go. Okay, let's start throwing on some shadow. I don't think I stayed with that color. No, I didn't. I was like, no, there's no way I stayed with that color for the window. Again, I should have set up swatches, but I've been working sort of haphazardly on these pages. Looks like I kept that, but changed it to this. Okay, come on, select. There, that makes more sense. I'm gonna drop the bricks down a little bit. Opacity. I just noticed something. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna start making a few of these bricks different colors or different shades. Give them some variation. This one, it's taken away from there. Now I think if I want to stay consistent, I can just do this. Did I screw that up? Yes, I did. That's okay. Looks like I did the same thing over here. Kind of messed it up, but that's okay. Got some different bricks in there. Whoa, look at the time. I didn't realize what time it is. Looks like I have to finish the colors on these 4 panels when I start the colors on the other 2 panels. All right, well, I didn't get as far as I wanted to, and I still got a ways to go, but threw down some colors. Cool. All right, tomorrow I'll be back. Hopefully not hopefully. I will be back to ink these 2 panels that are not yet inked. It's still. Let's see. Turn this off. Oh. Never mind. Anyway, if you come back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, I will be working on inking this, and I didn't get this page colored up, and I'll have 1 more page to go. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff on Instagram, X, YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook, all the 5 places that I stream to, and I'll see you later. Take care.